Happy Friday! I'm Tristan Winder in the News 2 streaming studio at the Morning Pulse here on this August 22nd, 2025. Finally, a break from the scorcher temperatures we've had as of recent. It's been awfully warm for the past several days. We have a break in that here for the foreseeable future, while details coming up in just a few moments. As for right now, the NEBRASKAland Days organization announcing yesterday the performers for the 2026 Fiero Summer Jam Concert Series. Treaty Oak Revival and Zach Top are set to headline the 2026 concert lineup, with 49 Winchester, Diamond Rio, The Wilder Blue, and Cole Goodwin all serving as supporting acts. Here's NEBRASKAland Days Executive Director Bob Lantis.
It's quite remarkable how NEBRASKAland Days year after year continues to raise the bar when we book this type of talent. This year's no exception.
Tickets for the concert series go on sale Friday, September 5th at 11 Central. Reminder, you want to get those online at NEBRASKAlandDays.com or in person at the Wild West Arena or by calling the NEBRASKAland Days office as well. The 2026 NEBRASKAland Days Festival begins on June 17th, 2026. And now a festival going on currently. It began this week, earlier this week actually, the 2025 Hershey Fall Fest. Today events include a golf tournament that just begins here at 10 Central. There's a pie baking contest this afternoon, karaoke tonight, a 5-glow run, and a kids 1 mile. That's a new event for the Hershey Fall Fest. Tomorrow, Hershey Fall Fest breakfast runs from 7 to 9 Central over at the church next to Centennial Park. Also have a car show running tomorrow from 8 to 2. A parade begins at 10:30 tomorrow. Tractor display at 11. Pie and ice cream social 11 to 2. Cookie jars and cookie cutter display also going from 11 to 2. Fall Fest Hershey Lions Club at Washington Park, having prime rib sandwich, coleslaw, chips, and watermelon slices as well. Vendors and fun in the park run from 11 to 2 tomorrow for Hershey Fall Fest. Cowpipe Bingo at 12:30. Water Fight at 1. Bingo from 1 to 3. And Beer Olympics at 12:30. Those are two new events for the Hershey Fall Fest. Main Street Concert features Lincoln County's own Drew Phillips and Casey Donahue tomorrow evening. Tickets are available still at Hershey State Bank in North Platte and Hershey, and online as well. You can find those at outhousetickets.com. Tomorrow, the Hershey Fall Fest getting into full gear, and then concluding on Sunday with brunch at Kathy's Place at 11 Central. Hope everybody has a good time out at Hershey Fall Fest this coming weekend, and well, even today as well, you could say, as the festivity technically gets into full gear today. New developments in last week's human trafficking operation in Omaha led by the FBI. Last Tuesday, 4 hotels were targeted as part of an operation, and 5 people were arrested. Now, according to court documents, the hotels were owned by 2 of the defendants. The other 3 happen to work there. The suspects are accused of labor trafficking, sex trafficking, and drug use, as well as attempting to defraud the U.S. through their visa status and staging a robbery. Dating back to 2022, investigators say the defendants knew of at least 3 minors being forced to engage in sexual activity. In global news today, more packages of frozen shrimp potentially affected by radioactive contamination is being recalled, according to a statement from federal officials on Thursday. The bagged products were distributed between July 17th and August 8th at stores and wholesalers in 9 states: Alabama, Arizona, California, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Pennsylvania, Utah, Virginia, and Washington State. The products have potential contamination to cesium-137, a radioactive bioproduct of nuclear reactions. Walmart stores this week recalled packages of great value frozen raw shrimp sold in 13 states because of potential radioactive contamination, as we reported yesterday here on the Morning Pulse. In positive news, a kid in California may have just broken a world record when he reeled in a white sea bass nearly as big as him. At just 13 years old, Julian Herr could be a world record holder, saying, quote, "I thought it was a shark when I first saw it," Julian said, as he pulled in a 63-pound white sea bass. The 8th grader reeled in the fish while out fishing with his family. Julian, his dad, his uncles, and cousins were fishing when Julian started to struggle to reel in this big catch. At first, they thought he was being dramatic. Now, they've sent in an application to the International Game Fish Association to see if Julian's catch meets the criteria to hold the new juvenile world record. No word yet from the International Game Fish Association on the record, though. Running out the week with the morning pulse here with a check the 7-day forecast. Temperatures today, as we mentioned, dipping down about 10 degrees or so as temperatures move into the mid-80s. You're going to feel that today. 30% chance of potential storm activity later on today as well with that. Tomorrow, temperatures really cooling off. Highs in the upper 70s, 50% chance of potential storm activity. Looks to have that storm activity early on. Temperatures then for next week hanging out in the mid to low 70s. And look at that, Thursday of next week, Husker game day, as the Big Red are going to be down in Kansas City at Arrowhead Stadium taking on Cincinnati. Temperatures don't look too bad for that either. But hey, how cool to see that Husker graphic on the screen for the first time for the upcoming new football season.